3, 2, 1.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Wingate, to Bald Eagle Area High School, a Week 5 clash between the Bald Eagle Area Eagles and the Phillipsburg-Osceola Mounties. So I am joined here today, not by Mr. Keith Green, but by the elder statesman in the Green family, Coach Green. Keith, not able to make it, but I understand that you're the better one at this anyway.
I can't attest to being a better one, but
I've been told by a lot of people. I'm counting on it because I'm not very good. So
I would honestly give it a yeoman's effort tonight. Just rooting here for the Eagles to pull out a good win. I know it'll be a tough contest. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Phillipsburg comes in with their best team in years. 3-1 on the season. I don't think we've in the last 15, I don't think we've seen them come in at 3-1. They're having a good season. Their only loss was to Clearfield week 3, 27-15. They've got big wins over Central, a close win over Chestnut Ridge, and a big win over Penns Valley. So,
even looking at the film there, I was pretty impressed the way they went up against Clearfield.
Yeah.
That was a tough matchup, and it was a lot closer than what the scores mentioned there. I'm interested to see how we pair up against them.
Yeah, it could be entertaining. Looking over at them warming up right now, and we've got about 2.5 minutes here on the clock, and then I think there'll be a 3-minute warm-up period here. But pretty good-sized team, big linemen. You know, I worry a little bit because, you know, we've got some injuries on both sides of the ball here. Jake Gardner still out for another week. Now, I do understand that their up-and-coming sophomore here, DeMarcus Law, it will not play tonight, which is unfortunate. We were kind of looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah, I've been told he's a relative of Ty Law. Most people would know him playing with the Patriots. Very good defensive back there, very good athlete. And DeMarcus here, he's a good athlete, good track star. Has lots of speed. You can understand why he gets the yards he gets.
Yeah. So with Law being out of the lineup, looks like they'll be led here by Colton Chapman, who has 348 rushing yards on the season. And then, of course, their quarterback, Archer Bauman, with 427 passing yards. He doesn't target one specific receiver. He's got 3 receivers with similar yardage, Law being one of those. So that'll cut into their passing game a little bit. But we'll see what the defense can do here tonight to slow that down.
Absolutely, and it goes into, you know, one of the keys of the game here. I figure, at least on offense, I look for us to try and control the line of scrimmage right up front with Big Jake Gardner leading that group there. Also look for crisp routes out of our receivers to get our passing game going. And I look for a person like Jackson Millward to anchor that. Also looking for a good quick decisions from our quarterback, which, by the way, is going to be Graydon Fisher tonight.
Okay. Now I see Caleb Iron still warming up down here. I understand we're going to see him on defense a fair amount tonight, which is good. He played really well on defense early in the season. But I think we're probably not locked into one, but Grady Fisher did have kind of a breakout game last week, along with Jackson Millward. Millward with the 2 interceptions, and I think he had a touchdown catch, kicked a couple of extra points. I mean, played really well in that heartbreaker loss to Tyrone.
And as you can see, the captains are out on the field for the coin toss. Big 78.
Ben Clark.
Ben Clark's there. Number 3, Grady Fisher. Number 58.
That's Gage.
Yes, Gage Gardner. And number 1, Colin Cunningham.
Looks like Phillipsburg sent out their big back Chapman along with a couple of the big bodies inside there. I will apologize to any PO people listening in. We got a roster here, and it is sorted by their grade. And the number is column 3. So my old brain doesn't work very well that way. So I'm going to struggle to find numbers. I'll probably get Chapman right most of the time. And after that, it's kind of a guess. So we'll see.
Well, the Eagles have won the toss. We're going to start off with the ball tonight. we're going to crank that offense up, get it going here right away.
So absolutely beautiful night for football. Unseasonably warm, but you can feel it as that sun hits the top of the mountain there. It's going to be nice weather to play this game.
The flag at half staff, but it's still standing still. There's no breeze. So, and like you said, the sun is just setting for us. You can't ask for a better night of football.
Yeah, and if this comes down to passing game, that dead air might be a nice advantage. We haven't seen that so far this year.
Yes.
Up at Penns Valley, we had pretty good breeze, and even last week with Tyrone, the wind was blowing pretty significantly. It influenced some of the deep balls. So,
I do want to take the time while we have it to shout out to our youth football and cheer. They are here tonight helping us cheer on the Eagles.
Yeah, anybody who tuned in early, we did have that muted, but we had the broadcast. They introduced all of the youth football and youth cheer participants. Phillipsburg going to fake the kickoff. I've seen that called a false start in the NFL before, but apparently that's not the case here.
Number 27, Braylon Fisher is back to kick for our PO.
Good call. Would have taken me 3 days to find that. And they did sort of onside kick it there, but
Eagles recover.
Yeah, that's number 14 there, Timothy Holt, freshman, getting his hands on the ball, getting in the stat column. All right.
Eagles are going to start off 1st and 10 in their own territory. Looks like just before the 44-yard line.
Yep. We're going to call that the 44. It looks like we do have Grady Fisher back there. You could hand me that yellow notebook, please.
Absolutely.
It's hard for me to do math without knowing where they started.
There's the chef.
Trade secrets here.
Tight end, single receiver, motion.
All right.
He's going to
keep it himself. He's got a little room over here. He's going to have first down and more out to the Phillipsburg 41. That's a gain of about 15.
Fisher, good runner, proven himself to be a better passer each week. Gets out and the quarterback keeper off to the left side of the offense. And you're definitely right. He's a good runner, going to have us 1st and 10.
If we have success like that, I think this could be a long evening for Phillipsburg. They are big inside, but that was out around the edge. We haven't attacked around the edge probably as much as we'd like to this year. So, all right, another run. Same play. He's got another chunk here. Going to have about 9 on that play. Down to the PO 33, just short of a first down.
That reminds me of days of old where if
That's
if it ain't
body
broke,
left.
don't fix it.
Yeah, but I do look for them to maybe take Cunningham or Millward back around the other way off of that action. You get those linebackers flowing, and sometimes they vacate that backside.
Sets it up for a good counter.
You've got Cunningham here on this left side at tight end, Millward out right. And then they run 2 men in motion, so your blocking scheme's to the right side. And there's Cunningham running right. He's got some room. If he gets to the outside, he might – ooh, they got a flag on the play. I believe they're going to get at one of our tight ends for holding there.
That would have been first down had it stand, and they're going to call holding against the Eagles.
He gained about 6 there, but this one's coming back. Looks like it's going to be we go from 2nd and 1 to about 2nd and 9.
Marked off from the 31st-yard line, 10 yards from the spotted foul, so we're looking at a 2nd and 9 from the 41-yard line.
All right, so promising drive here. 2nd and 9, we're behind the chains a little bit, but not like that happened on first down. We got 1st and 20, so 2nd and 9 from the 41. Millward out here to the left, 2 tight ends right.
There's a shift.
A lot of motion in this offense. Johnson comes right to left. Little fumble.
He snap.
He got it. He got on it, and that was he's broke another tackle there, but he's going to lose about 3 on the play. He did everything he could to just lose 3.
Yeah, we've been having, since the opening game, problems with that snap. Looks like we made some progress with it last week, but this week still hadn't corrected exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, and that one was a little low. I mean, it wasn't – we've seen a couple rolled back there. That was knee-high, so he bobbled it a little bit, but it wasn't Wasn't disastrous. So we got 3rd and 12 here. Might see the ball in the air for the first time. Going to roll out to the right. He's got a man down there. Oh, and he throws it short, and it's incomplete. He did have Millward breaking free back in the secondary.
Yeah, that was passed to 42 Cowan, James Cowan.
Yeah, Cowan had a nice game last week. A couple of great catches, keep drives alive, but couldn't hold that one. It was a little bit behind him there, kind of on his right hip.
Yeah, the old homage is if you can get your hands on it, you should catch it.
Yep, every quarterback says that.
Fourth down.
Fisher's back to punt. Gets it out of there.
Nice punt.
That might be. Oh, he should have let that go, I think. But we'll see. He's got a little bit of room. Cunningham let him get to the outside, but he's corralled about the 20-yard line, so about the same thing as if it had gone into the end zone.
15 yards on a return. That returns by Connor Gano from PO.
They're going to take over at their 21-yard line here. And
I look for the Eagles to be able to control this. They've got to contain. They have a quarterback that likes to run on the outside. They have a good run game inside the tackles. So we got to be up to the task here with all our guys up front and the linebackers. Looks like they're going to the right. There's a handoff.
A little inside handoff there. That's shut down pretty quickly. Gain of about, we're going to call it 3.
And Coach Romek, he likes to run that T formation. He's done it for years. Years in the past, he hasn't been as successful at it. This year, he's got some good guys up front, good linemen up front that could block it up for him. And that's been the bulk of their success. Even, like I said before, I watched that little bit of all their games. I really watched the Clearfield game, and that was a strong point of their offense.
Difficult offense to defend. It is a little bit of a 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but some of the trickery and ball handling can definitely cause some problems for defenses.
Motion to near side. There's running back again.
Got a little space. He's going to have a first down off that right side. And that is Chapman.
Yes, 42 Colton Chapman.
He gets out to the 36 there. Gain of about 12. Boy, it didn't look like 12 when we first saw it, but
Colton Chapman, he's been a big producer for their offense. He's been averaging 87 yards a game. So he's off to a good start here tonight, the first couple plays.
See if the defense can tighten up here. Like I say, big athletic line here for Phillipsburg. 6 line, another inside handoff. Chapman very patient. He's going to get about 3 on that run.
And look for this to be their mainstay. Yeah, I look for them to continue to pound it inside. But like I said, in between the tackles, they want to control that line of scrimmage.
Looks like we're giving McCaslin a little break here, and got a bigger body in there, Masulo, maybe trying to just close some of those gaps on the inside. Got Masulo and Gardner, Daniker, and Hauk Leitzel.
So they open it up a little bit. Twins far side.
And same.
And looks like a flag on the play.
That was interesting. Offside on the defense. I missed that one. I'll have to go back and watch. Somebody must have lined up offside. I'm not sure who it was, but
so they'll mark that 5 yards off. It'll be second down from the 44-yard line. Looks like about 2nd and 2. And look for Phillipsburg to run it again.
At the around 40-yard line.
Yeah, I think we haven't seen Ballman run the ball yet. Although right now, Chapman churned out some yards. Now he's going to roll out. He's looking deep, but he's under pressure.
Covered.
Daniker was all over me. Overthrows his receiver. He did have a man open down there, number 23. And you're way faster at this than I am, but that's McClanahan.
Yeah.
I did find that one. There's a sort function on these Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah. McClanahan, he's been their go-to receiver past couple games. He's another guy They like to go deep with McClanahan. He's been averaging about 45 yards a game receiving. He's one of their main staples. I'm pretty sure Coach Nagel has coached up the defense. Look for him in any passing situation. We got to have him covered.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a smart play call. It was 2nd and 2. You got kind of a throwaway play there. They went deep. They haven't broke the huddle yet. I think they're going to use a timeout early here. They got 5 on the play clock, and they are going to call a timeout. So we did talk about, before we got on air here, a little bit of a must-win situation here for the Eagles if they're looking to make it to the playoffs and make a run here in the late season. That 1-3 record, 6-4 probably gets you in. 5-5 we've seen sometimes does and sometimes doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a pretty significant effort here to make the playoffs late.
I look for this game to realistically to be almost like a reset game for us. We reset where the standard is, where we need to be, not only to make the playoffs, but to compete as a team, as a whole. Phillipsburg's a good team to measure yourself off of. We get some no mistakes, correct the mistakes that we've made in the past, and look for us to have a good showing here tonight if we can get this offense stopped here.
So Daniker switches over to this left side, switches with Hauk Leitzel. I think they're looking for a run this way. Try to get some penetration here with Daniker, but they're motioning right and then back
blitz.
left. And you know what? Good job by Daniker and by the defensive coach. Shifted him to this side. He split that block and made the tackle. We're going to call it no gain. It's probably a loss of a foot.
Well, we recognize they had the twin set to the field, so they shifted Daniker the short side of the field, hoping that they would run his way. There's less blocking scheme there. Great call by Coach Nagel.
Yeah, that's a great adjustment right there to something that was working. 2 yards, that's why they went deep on second down there. They thought, we'll get 2, no problem. So they're in punt formation. There's the snap. Boy, Daniker is just a wrecking ball. A little bit of a short kick. They're going to let it hit, and it's going to take a bald eagle bounce. Come down right at the 31-yard line.
It's a good decision by Cunningham. No mistakes. Let it bounce. Take the yards that's given. And they'll have 1st and 10 at the 31.
After about a 35-yard punt there.
And let's see if we can continue to move the sticks here. At this point, we just need to focus on getting those first downs, cementing a good offensive drive here.
So we got McCulley as a sidecar now. Maybe we showed that outside run. That's a snap communication issue there. I'm not sure if he heard a signal, but the whole line went. So
well, the snap was about a half a second too soon, or that one guy in motion was a half a second late. You never know without being in practice of how that's supposed to run, but that's how it ended up being.
All the longer they were in the huddle, it looked like maybe Coach said, no, let's just run that one the correct way. No need to call another play. Cunningham in motion left to right.
There's a keeper.
Sprint out to the right. He's got a little room. That closes up pretty quickly. He's going to gain about 4. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here.
3rd and 8, and
Coach is looking for a name on the roster. I'm not sure.
I saw it, but I don't want to butcher it.
Who was it? What number?
81 Jack.
Cleeseth.
Cleeseth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I had the same concern my first week in here, and I'm probably still saying it wrong, but at least you got it straight from me, so you can blame me. If you have any issue with how I say his name, message Doug Dyke. He loves those things. There's the snap. Looks for that shallow toss, and he's got a man there. That's he's fighting for yards, but yeah, that's Hosband, Luke Hosband.
And,
not going to gain much there. Got about a yard.
Gained a yard, but that was a tough yard. It shows how shifty he is in eluding tackles, and it was got to the point where it was a gain tackle for him.
I think they were looking to go over the top with that one, but Fisher hasn't been quarterback for long, and he may not be certain yet about that deep ball. So safe play there. I mean, you said no mistakes. So 4:34 left in the first quarter. We line up for a punt here.
A few steps to the right. Bishop punts it.
He puts that in a nice spot, right at the sideline. Good bounce out at the 29-yard line. Now we're going to see where he marks it. The 29,
hey,
okay.
Marks at 29. So
37-yard punt there for Bald Eagle area.
And there's no shame in the punt here. I mean, you don't want to make mistakes and throwing an interception, trying to force something, or having a turnover. We just, the only thing I see so far is we just need to get that snap corrected, and it should work out a lot of things for us.
Yeah, like you said, I think playing a clean game here is the important thing.
Yeah, we can't afford to give up those turnovers to a team like Phillipsburg, who can hurt you with it.
A lot of guys on the offensive line there, and that play's strung out by Cunningham. Yeah. And listen, if you got to have a guy fall on your chest at the end of the play, probably Gage Gardner's not the guy I would pick personally.
Yeah, and I have that written down as one of the keys to this game is containment between our defensive ends and the outside backers. We got to contain because they are known for running the edges, trying to get the outside, and they have good team speed when it comes to their backs of getting outside and trying to run.
Yeah, and I think there may be a scheme issue there because, we had Cunningham out here at defensive back, and they didn't have anybody lined up across from him, so he's free to go into the backfield and string that out.
So Cunningham's up to the field. You're running right up, looks like B-gap there.
Nagel on the initial hit, and Iron comes in. Uh-oh, they have a lineman down here. That is not a cramp. He's favoring that left leg. He's got a pretty good wrap on it there.
So as we take this injury
56.
timeout.
Ryan McClure down on the field.
Looks like Eagles, they were well prepared for that inside trap. Yeah.
We'll try to run some sponsors here if we can, between the two of us, figure this out. All right. That wasn't bad.
Absolutely.
We want to thank our sponsors for Eagle Ambassadors. Obviously, if you want to be a sponsor, reach out to Doug Dyke. His information will come up on the screen there, but, without the sponsors, we could not do any of this. They broadcast soccer, football, wrestling, baseball, softball, basketball, probably whatever. I don't know what else they have here, but sports. They broadcast it. So that's only done through the generous donations of sponsors and the fact that Mr. Green works for pizza. I work for sweatshirts in case Doug's listening.
Yeah.
All right, so he's walking off under his own power. That's good to see. Yep, just click the little eye on the second one there. Nope, down one. Yep, right there. There we go. And if you do see anything wrong on the broadcast, please give us a nudge up here in the booth. We're certainly not perfect at this. Keith is the glue that keeps the computer together. So
yes.
His dad's doing an admirable job of filling in right now.
And shout out to Keith, and we're praying for you. Get well real soon.
Yeah, and your blood pressure's supposed to be down, so why are you listening? No, that's a joke. Has nothing to do with his blood pressure, folks. All right.
Phillipsburg.
Two receivers left. There's a snap. Another handoff up the middle. Number 26. They got him hemmed in, but he's fighting for extra yards here. That was on 3rd and 8. He gets about 3. Who is number 26? That is Jaden Jones, a name we know very well here, but I don't believe it's the same guy.
Definitely not the same guy.
A little bigger and not as fast.
There
I'm going to say that. How about that? So he gets out to the 34. Gain of about 7 there, but it's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Good showing from the Eagle defense. Ready to stop them here on this series.
No, we
calling us back.
I think we were okay.
And we called a timeout. We had an extra guy out on the field.
I don't know if we did. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We were okay.
We're okay.
Somebody couldn't count, and they panicked. See, nobody's going to come off, right? Now, Gage Gardner wants to come on. He wants to play all. I want to play kickoff team, punt return. I'll do it all.
Let me hit him, Coach.
Yeah. Do I get to hit somebody, Coach? Then I want to go in.
So we counted up. We're good with numbers.
Boy, if you're the blocking scheme here on punts for Phillipsburg, you got to account for Danica, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He has been an absolute animal, and that's a young man right there. That's a sophomore, right? Or is he a freshman? I think Daniker might be a freshman. He is 6'2", 215. He's pretty much been a wrecking ball in about all the phases. So he's lined up over here on this left side. Same personnel in the game. There's the snap. Little pressure from Clark. Maybe a short kick. Hits at the 40 and takes a nice bald eagle bounce. Got a little spin. Looked like your pitching wedge there, Coach. Hit it at the stick and let it sit there. Yeah, same distance. Very nice. Very nice. That falls dead at the 42-yard line of the Eagles. So that's a 24-yard punt.
And we do have a flag on the play right at the 50-yard line. Let's see what they called here.
Well, you hate to see that when there's no return.
Personal foul, receiving team. 15 yards, getting kick, first down.
So that's the discipline you're talking about.
The Eagles will they'll be taxed with another penalty, 15-yarder here, personal foul.
I did not see it, and I don't think Jesse did either. They're saying he open hand to the face. Could have happened. I did not see it. That means very little.
There you go.
So we're going to take over now at our 27-yard line because apparently it was a 17-yard penalty.
Just break out. Slot left.
Receiver each way. Cunningham comes in slow motion left to right. He's looking to throw. It's a one-man route. Hosman comes open. Oh, and he underthrows a little bit. Oh, got to keep running. Got to keep running. That ball was really put where it needed to be, but Hosman thought he was going to have to defend it, thought it was underthrown. Fisher's deep ball doesn't have a lot of air under it, but it's a nice spiral and reasonably accurate. So,
well, those are the growing pains you go through with a new quarterback, getting that timing right, getting the receivers used to where it's going to, how high it's going to go, how far it's going to go.
All right, two receivers right, sidecar left McCauley, Millward split out left. Inside handoff McCauley, his first touch of the game. He's going to get a couple up to the 29-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, nice inside game there. Wish could have had at least a couple more yards to give us a decent 3rd down. We got to be looking first down marker here.
Yeah, we need to give. I mean, I know it's a lot of two-way players here, but it'd be nice to give the defense a little bit of a break here.
Yeah,
get a first down and start putting a little pressure on the Phillipsburg defense again.
Yeah, if we don't make this, it's a 3 and out, and we got to put ourselves in position to win the field position game.
So we're going reverse, and he's got a man open there. That's interference. We got to have a flaw. Oh my goodness, you can't run through him. That is absolutely interference, and Jesse's telling him, but
no call on the play.
He didn't look back, and he ran through the receiver. I mean, I don't know how you don't call that. If I was a Phillipsburg fan and it went the other way, I'd want it. So, but no call, so we're going to have a 4th and 8.
Yeah, that was a version of a flea flicker there. Nice handoff, pitch back. And
Cowan came open, too. I mean, He had some room there, just a little bit underthrown. It's almost where you'd like to see him run that play with iron as the pitch man, but so Fisher's in punt formation. See if he can get one of those boomers out of here. Great snap. Short kick, but good bounce. They're going to let it roll. Oh, their man kept blocking and didn't get out of the way. He almost touched it. Going to roll down to the 30-yard line. And it didn't look like much, but that goes down as a 41-yard punt.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure if that was nipped at.
Yeah, it was close.
Close there, yeah. That ball had an awful wobble to it.
There was an ooh from the booth next to us. The Phillipsburg coaching staff was thought that was very close, and it was. It certainly was. All right, so PO takes over. 1:12 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. See if they open up their offense at all.
There's a bubble screen there.
Nothing. Wow.
Excellent coverage.
And I believe that's number 5, right? Caden Clark. Well, he jumped that route hard.
Yeah, once again, we recognize plays that with a little experience, we've been used to running that for years, that little bubble screen, and he's got experience that, I guess, defending against that. You can recognize it right away. 2nd and 9.
So we have Bellwood leads Tyrone 7-0. A little pitch to the left, number 26 again. That's Jones, right? I am so bad at finding their names on this list. That is Jaden Jones. He's the first one on the list. I don't have an excuse there. It makes sense. Jay, that'd be first. Number 26. He gains about 3 there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
We're going to start the 3rd on the other end of the field here at the 34-yard line.
And as you can see with most of Phillipsburg plays, they have attacked what we call a C gap, trying to get the outside, trying to leverage it, running right off that tackle, right off the tight end or the slot that's there. That's their game this year.
Yeah.
And then they'll run a play action off of that, trying to go deep. And like I said, it's Coach Nagel's done a great job up to now preparing them for what they're going to see. We've kept everything inside. We've the guys up front, for the most part, controlled the line of scrimmage. Secondary has played a part from them going deep. You can't allow them to get deep and get those easy plays over the top.
And we've talked a lot about Daniker and what a nice job he's done with getting penetration off that defensive end spot, but Hauck Leitzel doing an equally good job on the other side, just keeping everything to the inside. And that's the thing about against this wing offense. If they get to the outside, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Up the middle, you got a chance. You can funnel things into the middle. If you can survive, the death by 1,000 cuts, 3-yard gains. So I got a score line for you that I had to verify. So Bellefonte's leading Penns Valley 7-0. No surprise there. Good pressure. That is overthrown. Incomplete. Going to bring up 4th and 6 here. But this score line, Huntington leads Clearfield 7-0. Huntington having a season.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they turn back the clock to the days of Huntington of old.
I don't think they're quite there, but they're definitely better than they've been. So
it's funny in this league here. It's almost like they're turning back the clock, and teams are getting better and better and better.
Yeah. All right, punt formation for Phillipsburg. Bald Eagle with a 4-man line, about 5 yards off the ball here, and then 2 deep men. And that ball is going to be to Cunningham. He makes the catch, and he goes down immediately. He had a guy bearing down him. I think he was thinking about a fair catch, but hoping he'd get it in time. So he made the safe play there, didn't get lit up. That ball comes down to 34.
Yeah, that's a
32-yard punt.
Connor Gunnell there on the coverage. Let's see what we can tune up here. I'd like to see us open the offense up just a hair. A little dump offs, 5 and 7 yard dumps here.
Got to loosen up those linebackers a little
absolutely.
bit.
They're starting to creep up. They're starting to get comfortable with our run. Let's see if we can get something, maybe a play action right behind them.
All right, sidecar left. Man goes in motion. Millward out wide. And it's going to be a keeper for Fisher. Pretty good gain. Got about 5 up the middle there.
Yeah.
Got hit pretty hard at the end of that play. Stood up a little straight.
Yeah, by number 2, Connor Gunnell. He's a pretty good safety there. And you'll hear us call his name quite a bit.
Yeah,
he's
for
a key
sure.
player on both sides of the ball here for PO.
All right, so we're Fisher still in at QB. Hosman goes out left, Millward right. I do think we've got a little speed advantage with some of these receivers. That's going to be McCulley. He fumbles it, and he did not get back on it, I don't think. Nope, that is going to be a turnover. Went off his knee there off the handoff.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Phillipsburg ball at the 44-yard line.
Once again, that's that turnover ratio that you have to win in a game like this, and to give one up early in the second quarter here, we're really going to have to rely on the defense to try and correct that.
And I hate to say it, but we had a couple close calls before that, so you kind of felt it building. See if Phillipsburg goes for a long one here. Nope, they're going to hand it off up the middle. That's a big gain out to the Bald Eagle 36. Going to be about 8 on that play.
Yeah, I notice Archer Bowman is under center now, and they're going with this.
Yeah, and they're going to feed Chapman here and see if they can keep us all on our toes. That's going to be a first down. Gains about 4.
And I've seen this before out of them. This is a situation where they just try and wear your defensive lineman down, especially if Coach Romek knows you're getting penetration on him. He will go with a no huddle just to take the wind out of you.
Yeah, and he huddled up here and it allowed us to change out a lineman, get a fresh body on the field. So.
And they will pound it for 4 quarters if they can get the opportunity.
Man goes in motion to the right. Another run for Chapman up the middle, and he's getting 6 without being touched pretty much.
And again with the no huddle.
This is a smart play.
2nd and 4 here.
26-yard line. Another run to Chapman. You pretty much know he's getting it, but stopping it's a whole other thing. Down to the 21, another first down. I mean, he's had runs of 8, 4, 6, and 5 in a row.
Yeah, and as a stat we mentioned earlier, you understand why he's averaging that 85 a game. He's a workhorse.
Yeah, and I think in this situation you've got to make them beat you with their arm. I mean, you have to let your receivers out there on an island a little bit, and or your defensive backs on an island. There's Chapman again.
There's another trap.
Got almost 5 on that run. It didn't seem like much, but.
Yeah, they're bringing the tight end in motion, allowing the
no huddle again.
Allowing the guard to go get the linebacker.
Chapman again. He's going to be close to another first down. He's got it. He's down inside the 10 to the 9.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9.
And he is a big back, hard to bring down. They're huddling up. Their fullback is having a little struggle there, but
they've got 2 big fullbacks.
Yeah.
That they can use.
Same formation. And there's Chapman again. He's got a big hole. He's down to the 2-yard line. 3-yard line, 2-yard line.
Yeah, we've
and I assume they're going to go no huddle again.
Here we go.
Second
under center.
2nd and goal. Got to get some penetration. Got to get lined up first. But Chapman again. He's going to bowl his way in for a touchdown.
Phillipsburg's the first team to score. They go on top 6-0 right now with 6:40 left on the clock.
8:40, Coach. 8:40.
Excuse me, 8:40. Yeah. Tells you I'm getting old. My eyesight's getting bad.
I got a better angle on the clock than you do, too.
Yeah, and they took advantage of that turnover and went right down and just, we used to call it old bully ball.
And I believe it was 44 yards of Chapman.
Snap.
Good snap.
Kick up.
Yeah, looks good.
Good.
You know, Phillipsburg kicking game got a lot better when they got a soccer team.
Well, once again, we got to get that. Hopefully we can make some adjustments, get that corrected. Especially, where they're going to when they go to that no huddle.
Yeah.
They're going to Chapman up the middle.
I do feel like on offense, the big plays are there.
Yes.
We're just going to need to find a couple of them.
Like I said, that's what happens when you switch quarterbacks. It's funny. I go with the sort of the Nick Saban thought of quarterback school. he always said, when you pull a quarterback out, you better have another quarterback who can do just as good a job, if not better, before you switch those guys out. In this case, Fisher, he's been right there.
Yeah, and I mean, to give Caleb Iron credit, he's playing defense tonight, and, he had a little bit of a rough go of it last week, put into some tough situations, and, talking to Doug a little bit. I don't know the young man, but Doug's a big fan. Said some really good things about him. So
absolutely.
Sure, he'll stay engaged here, and he's doing a good job on defense tonight.
And as a fan of the game, I'm pretty sure we've got all the confidence in the world in him that he can do the job. If not, he wouldn't have been put out there.
Yeah. Yep. Agree. All right, we've got Fisher and Cunningham deep.
Looks like we're going to move to the Eagles' left hash,
well, we
far
haven't
side of the field here for this kick.
This is Braylon Phillips lining up to kick here, but we have not seen them kick it deep. Their first kickoff was that little pretty much onside kick. They do this little fake run up, and at some point they're going to actually kick one of those. But if nobody goes forward, I don't know how effective that is, so it's just the kicker going forward.
We were always coached to
there's a deep kickoff. Comes to Fisher at the 6. Takes a dribble. Comes back to the middle of the field. Nice move. He's got some room here. Finds a hole.
He can go.
He's got one man to beat here, and he's going to get run out of bounds on this side of midfield. Nice job.
Return.
Great return. He weaved through traffic there from the 6. That's a 51-yard return. No, I'm sorry, 46-yard return. Out to the Phillipsburg 48-yard line. And there's a flag on the play. Of course there is. Where is the flag? Because I don't see it. Okay, thank you.
No flag on the play.
I did not see one, but they announced it over the PA here. So, all right. So do you go for the big strike here after that big return?
We're certainly set to do so.
Got safety help over here, basically doubling Millward. Oh, there we're going. I like that. We're going right back to McCulley after that turnover, and he chunks it for about 7 yards up the middle.
Nice run, right up the middle. They blocked up the front four just perfectly, got on top of the linebacker. Secondary come in making tackles. That's what you want out of your run game. You want the secondary making tackles so you're getting at least 4 yards.
Hosbin definitely has some room to the outside there, but we're going to go back to McCulley. Listen, when he fumbled that last one, I don't think McCulley's a kid that has a confidence problem, but I like that, giving him the ball twice in a row, get about 12 or 13 yards on a first down, get him back in this game.
Well, if you look at it, we're giving PO a little bit of their own medicine here. Just going right up the middle. And we'll see who's best conditioned in the fourth quarter at this point.
Hosbin left, Millward right. McCulley again beside Fisher. Going to go McCulley again if it ain't broke. And look at him, he's going to go. Oh, my.
Broke one time.
Ankle tackle there by the linebacker on a McCulley going away, and he signals first down. He's fired up down there, but he's down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 22 for Nick McCulley.
Once again, in your run game, having a secondary make tackles is always a good thing.
I think they ran Chapman there about 7 times till they scored. I think McCulley wants us to do the same thing right here.
They're creeping up.
And now we got Fisher rolling. He's got a room.
Going to the outside.
Makes a move. He's down inside the 5, down to the 2, maybe to the 1-yard line. Nice run by Fisher.
First and goal at the 1.
And, on the edge there, I don't know who the left tackle is on that play, but what a great job sealing that edge. That might be McCaslin. Yeah, that was McCaslin sealing that off. He was down there on top of somebody at about the 2-yard line at the end of that play.
And we'll go no huddle ourselves here.
I don't think you'll get too cute here. I think we're going to have Fisher up the middle. We are, and he is. Well, he's right on the goal line. Signal. Oh, my goodness.
They're going to mark him down at
the 3-inch line.
I'd go no huddle again if I could.
I would like to see the replay and maybe challenge that one. They're marking this at the 1-yard line, and he definitely went forward, and we started at the 1. So All right, let's see what we have here. Maybe it's McCauley here. Let's just have a good exchange and run behind Big Gage. There's McCauley in for the score. I was going to say, that guy on that left side is worrying me. He was reaching for his whistle and not to put his hands up. So McCauley goes in from 1 yard out. What a great response from the Eagles. The big kickoff return for Fisher. A lot of Nick McCauley on that series. 6 plays and a touchdown, 48 yards. Nicely done. Jackson Millward lines up for the kick here. Nagel's the holder. Nagel looked over to the sideline. I don't know if he's looking for a fake call or if he's asking for players, but looks like we have enough on the field. Low snap. He puts it down. Millward, nice kick. You know, there's a young man who stands about 15 yards behind the goalposts, right dead center, and he never moved.
Yeah.
He just caught it in his chest.
Absolutely. So the Eagles able to tie this up.
That's a good response.
Yes. Very, very good response. And like I said before, this is going to be a game of wills. You know, this is a good contest for us, a good measuring stick. And what a way to answer the call from the Eagles.
Yeah, 6:17 remain in the first half. Eagles are going to send their kickoff team out here. See if Gage Gardner tries to go out on this. I would think if I was Gage Gardner, I wouldn't want to play kickoff. That's too much running. I don't think he cares, as long as he gets to hit somebody.
And at that age, what's running? What's one more play at that age, huh?
He is definitely one of the personalities on this team, and he's a lot of fun in wrestling season, too. Yeah, they're blowing the whistle to get Phillipsburg out on the field. This would have been the easiest onside kick in the history of onside kicks if somebody didn't blow a whistle.
I'm taking that long in the huddle. I'm old school. I'm looking for something tricky here.
I think right down here around the 28-yard line. Just get it over number 34's head is my guess. Your speed guys are on this side.
Well, he's got the leg to put it in the end zone.
He's telling them where. He put 4 fingers up, so. No, they're going to do it on the other side of the field. Oh, and that stays in bounds. What a nice kickoff. It goes through his legs. Wow, and they fall on it down at the 10-yard line. Great kickoff. And I apologize. I said the speed was on this side, but Sam Clark really threw a wrench into that because he was flying going down the field.
Yeah, one of the strategies in those kicks is you want that guy to touch the ball and not completely get it. And you want your speed guy to actually put himself in a position to where he blocks him off the ball.
Yeah. And
the trailers come recover it. And he was really, really close to getting that done.
I'm not used to a number 48 being that fast. All right, Phillipsburg, 2 receivers left. They're going to go right back to Chapman here. More modest gain on that play of a 2. Nice job by the defensive line. Daneker crashed from the far right end all the way across the line of scrimmage through a couple guys and made that tackle from behind. So,
yeah, it's good coverage on that play, but you want to be careful of your ends crashing.
Yeah.
Because before you know it, around comes the ball right around you, and they're gone.
Defense, a little bit of confusion here. They're looking for a call. Phillipsburg breaks the huddle. Well, when they break the huddle, you got to be lined up because they go pretty quickly. 2 receivers left. Again, back up the middle, and that's a big hole for Chapman.
Flag on the play here.
Okay, that's in the area of holding, I'm hoping. So, yeah, that's a hold. Number 50 was not thrilled with that call. I'm not sure if he was upset for one of his teammates or himself, but
we'll get holding on the offense. They'll mark it off.
That's one of the problems with this offense often.
16-yard line.
We used to play against Williamsburg, Juniata Valley did, and Williamsburg always ran this offense. And now they didn't have quite the athletes, it's a much smaller school, but you have issues with holds if you have an official who's really looking at it, and you have issues with turnovers. There's a lot of ball handling going on. So that's going to give them a 2nd and a long and put it back at the 7-yard line. call it 2nd and 17 here.
And it looks like the referees need to have a little powwow.
I think
here.
it's marked wrong. Yeah, it depends on where the hold was, right? Or does it come from the line of scrimmage?
It comes from where the flag was spotted.
Okay, they've moved it out to the 9.
Well, and Christmas comes early for PO.
he got 2 yards on a on a change of the spot. I have no idea where the hold was, so I don't know where the spot should be. But I don't think it was 7 yards downfield either. So
Twins near side. There's a give in the middle.
boy, that's going to wear on the defense. He just goes forehead first, and that is a bull. This is where it would be really nice to have the other young Gardner in the lineup. That's a lot of horsepower that can help with that inside run.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking for some adjustment here, and one of the keys that I guess we've done in the past is you start run slants and twists when they go to that power back system, because that frees up a guy. It confuses the lineman.
Okay, he's going to roll out here.
We've got
There's
it covered.
nobody open, and he tips the ball. Oh, almost picked off. That was Hauk Leitzel. Nice play. Get up in the air there.
Cunningham almost with the interception there.
Well, he knew he had coverage behind him in case it was a pump fake, and boy, Cunningham came close. He gave max effort trying to get there, but that's going to bring up 4th and about 6. And get a short field here. 4:29 left with a stopped clock. Phillipsburg on their own 15-yard line.
It puts you in good position with the runs that we've had to do more damage before the half.
We're setting up a return here, it looks like.
Short kick.
Yeah, going to take a good bounce, though, with the tail the way it was. Yeah, it's going to roll across midfield down to about the 45-yard line. I was going to say, it was rolling a little bit, but I've seen these officials. It can go to the 44 and a half. It doesn't matter. It's going to the 45.
So
Turns into a pretty good punt.
Change of possession at 4-6, just over the 4-minute mark here.
A lot of time left.
A lot of time, and you still got your 2 timeouts left. You put yourself in a position where you could score, put yourself up, go into the half, because the Eagles will be kicking the PO come second half.
Yeah, and I'm not as concerned with scoring here. I'd really like to see us be crisp and get a couple first downs. That's sort of I want to see us be sharp is the big thing. We do have single coverage out here on Millward, and he's going to get the pass.
Bubble screen.
He's going to make a cut, and
Miss.
Oh, shoestring tackle. Wow. And that was number 23. Got to give some credit on that one if I can find his name here. That is Robert McClanahan with the possibly touchdown-saving tackle, which sounds funny when it's a 4-yard gain, but.
Yeah, Jackson Millward, he's just one shoestring away from taking it to the house.
And listen, we watched him put some people's shoes and shin guards and socks and mouthpieces on the field last week with some fakes, and nice job of hanging in there by the PO defender. Millward splits out left. Cunningham left in the slot. Tight end in motion.
5 seconds on the clock.
There's the snap. Going right back to McCulley with a nice run. He's got a first down. He's across the 45 down to the 43-yard line of PO. That is a gain of 8. And he's starting to feel it now. They're going to mark that at the 44.
The clock runs at 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
3:14 left in the half.
Eagles running up the middle at will.
Might need to show a little bit more urgency on offense. We're not that quick strike, 38-second score team that we've been the last few years. So there's a snap. McCulley again. He's got some room again. He ran right by a defender in the backfield. Going to get about 4, the 40. .245 and ticking. Looking over to the sideline here, Fisher is. Might be time to fake that and run Fisher to the outside. Phillipsburg's kind of crashing their ends a little bit. If you can get inside one of them, might be a big gainer.
They've got some big guys up front there. on a D line.
Yeah. Yep, there it is. I should be calling plays tonight, Coach.
He jumps over the top. Looks
Down
like,
to the 36, we're going to call that. Bring up 3rd and 2 here. Hosman checks in. Cunningham checks out.
Yeah, we've got to be concerned about getting the first down here.
2 minutes remain in the half. Got 3rd and 2. They have 2nd and 2 on the board, but it's 3rd and 2. I think you're going to see McCulley here. And he's got the first down and more. He runs over a linebacker there. That's what we're going to have to do because their offense is designed to do this to us. I think you got to wear them down. If we have the time to do it is the question. Clock stops for the first down with 1:46 left in the half, and we're at the 30-yard line. Well, ideally you score here with about 15 seconds left. Cunningham back in the game. Cunningham, Hosband, and Millward.
I like Cunningham in the slot here. I like him with a skinny post.
Got
here.
a little bit of a shorter defensive back. It does look like they have safety help, but he's eyeballing that tight end. So there's Cunningham. Oh, he's going to throw it.
He's open.
He's got Millward deep. Oh, it's tipped away. Great defense again. You know, that's 2 touchdown-saving plays by McClanahan back there. It was a nice throw.
Yeah, it's just outside of his range there. We need to get that just a hair over the DB there. Just a hair.
A little bit less air under it maybe, and a little further might have been ticket. But
call that the old dropping in the bucket pass.
Still 1:15 left in the half here. This has been a pretty fast-moving clock on this drive. 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion.
Here comes a blitz. They pick it up.
Oh, we run it up the middle. That's going to be about 6, 7. Call it 7 on the game. But we're down to just about a minute left. We still have 2 timeouts here.
Yeah, we did a good job. They blitzed that outside backer on the far side of the field, and we picked it up, and that was good pickup.
It'll be 3rd and 3, and you're going to see some McCulley here. He makes a move in the hole, and he's got the first down. That's going to stop the clock. Line up and run another play, Coach. We used a timeout. I don't love the timeout with the stop clock after the first down, but I understand it. In this situation, you've got to.
Yeah, in the world of coaching, you go ahead and you take the timeout now because you don't want a few seconds to accidentally click off.
Yeah,
on that
fair
clock.
enough.
So you know you're coming to the sideline. The clock's already start. Go ahead and take your timeout, discuss what you want to do. And actually, from this distance, from the 17, you got 48 seconds left. I wouldn't be upset of taking a shot here.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, let me ask you a question, Coach. I know at the pro level and college level you'd call 2 plays in the huddle here. Is that a thing at high school level, or are you really just focusing on the one play at a time?
That depends on your personnel.
Okay.
And with I guess, not a new quarterback starting this week, but obviously he's played weeks past.
Limited time. And
yeah. That's one of the growing pains that you're limited on when you're switching positions and switching guys around.
Again, you've got Cunningham in the slot here. I believe that seam's going to be open. He's running in motion to the right.
Outside backer pops out on Cunningham here.
They're looking
He's
for
open.
him. That's interference, sir. Thank you. We didn't get the first one, but we got that one. That's the second time they've run through a receiver, and that time they were all over it. So.
Absolutely, and that's something we have to explore more of, especially in the second half. With Cunningham running out of the slot, there's no way a linebacker is going to be able to cover him. Especially with nobody over the top.
Yeah,
he's just going to run right by him.
That's no ding on their linebacker. They got some athletic linebackers.
Absolutely.
But that's just a different type of athlete, Cunningham. So that should be. So how do they mark this? We're at the 17-yard line. It wouldn't be half the distance, right? Or would it? I mean, if they have 15 yards to go, do they mark 15 off?
I think that's what they're discussing.
They're talking
now.
about. They don't know either. Difference is they went to class and I didn't.
That's where when you get into the different leagues and the different levels.
I think that one's phoning a friend, and that one, oh my goodness, they just waved off the penalty.
They said the ball was tipped.
Tipped by a face-guarding defensive back. No. Cunningham's got to calm down. Definitely not tipped. I don't understand that call, but yeah, that might be the answer. All right, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 10 with 42 seconds left. You got your timeout left. I wouldn't be upset to go off tackle here.
Yeah, I think if you just say, hey, look, we're going to run this twice.
Yeah.
Just line up and run it twice. McCauley's been getting chunks, but we're going to have Fisher running off to the right. He's got a little room. Nice cut inside McCauley. He's going to go in for the score. What a cut.
Touchdown, Fisher.
He cut inside the safety at the last, about the 4-yard line. And
that off-tackle play has been there all game long. Once again, you're getting your fastest guys in the position to make plays.
What a slippery run by Fisher there. And take nothing away from Nick McCauley. I mean, he wants the ball, but he made the key block there to spring him in front, turned that linebacker to the outside so he cut back inside him.
Absolutely. Everybody's a contributor here in this offense. You have your receivers blocking, your tight ends blocking, the line's doing their job up front. All around good job.
Nagel's set to hold this. Perfect snap. Kick is up. Who long snaps? I want to see. I want to call him out. It was a great snap. And I don't know who it was. We'll get that number. But
the Eagles go up 14-7 just before the half. 34 seconds left. It's right where you want to be, and you put them in the position where if they want to score, they have to go the length of the field.
Which is not their game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're the ground and pound type team. Now they have to play from behind or either wait till the second half to get anything significant done.
Yeah, and a little bit more fire on this Eagles sideline now. You know, whenever Phillipsburg scored off that turnover, you felt the energy kind of go out of the building here. It's not a building per se, but and you worry at those moments. But again, like last week at Tyrone, they gave up those 2 scores early, then they fought back. So I've seen a lot of resilience out of this team, and that's a great. I mean, some of it's adjustments by coaches for sure. Some of it's athletes doing their job, but 14 unanswered points here is about as good as you could have expected for an answer.
Yeah, great response out of the offense. There's the kick, nice and high.
Ooh, a little confusion back there, but got to hem them in here. Good job. Make them go 66 yards to put one in the end zone here. Good coverage on that kickoff. Yep, that tackle was made by Chase Kane, who I believe is a backup quarterback.
Yes, he is a backup quarterback, and I've seen him in warm-ups. Throws the ball very good.
It's pretty. That's pretty.
The future at QB here, the Bald Eagle, is bright.
He throws such a nice spiral.
Well, they've got a few left in the stable here.
He's a pretty big body too. There, I mean, list him at 5'11", 200.
Now Phillipsburg, they have to spread out here.
Yeah,
and they got to pass.
And here comes Daneker. Now you got pressure from Halk Leitzel. Quarterback's trying to run away from him. That's a tall task.
And that's what I say. He's used to getting out on those rollouts, and you got to contain him. That's going to be the key.
That's going to go as a sack for Halk Leitzel. Loss of 2 on the play. Pushes him out of bounds there. And good job by Halk Leitzel not getting over aggressive and taking a stupid penalty there.
And another DB comes in for Bald Eagle. We're looking to I'm looking to have a nice umbrella type defense against them. You want your linemen up front to run their lanes, contain the quarterback, make them stay in the pocket, even on those rollouts, make it real short rollouts for them, and let the pressure get to them.
Just gets lined up with 5 on the play clock. Man goes in motion. They're looking a little short, but you got to be careful. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that looks like a throwaway.
Well, he threw it kind of at the feet of Caden Clark, who was going over to cover receiver, but if he gets that a little bit higher and Clark sees it, it could be 21-7 at halftime. I mean, Bald Eagle still has a timeout left here. It's 3rd and 12 right now. I think you got to consider using it if Phillipsburg doesn't convert, right?
I saved that timeout. I mean, you think about it. They got to pass the ball to get a first down here. It's going to stop the clock. You get a nice change of downs.
I think
you save your timeout for your offensive possession.
We
maybe
might see Chapman
goal.
on a draw here. Let's see what they've got. Nope, just going to be quarterback draw. And again, Hauk Leitzel was there,
nice
but nice play. Grady Fisher, call your timeout, Coach. 11 seconds left in the half. Great job. No gain on that play. And Bald Eagle's at least going to get a chance to either block or return a punt here. So the question is, as we use our last timeout, do you go after the punt, or the return game's been pretty good? Do you try to get a big return? Put 2 guys back there and.
Well, don't overlook the fact that Phillipsburg could try and convert this. I mean, it's 4th down. They got nothing to lose. I mean,
4th and 12 at their own 32. I think that's a dangerous call, but I mean maybe they'd run 6 or 7 seconds off the clock and give you one play.
11. Yeah, clock sits at 11 seconds. I mean, you try and convert if you get it all the well. If you don't get it, you turn the ball over possibly. I'm guessing even if you make a good attempt at it.
Maybe the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see here. We have one guy back. That is Colin Cunningham.
And this is where special teams.
We've got 9 guys on the line of scrimmage here. Looks like we're coming after it. He gets it out of there. Short kick. Oh, we got some kind of a penalty motion or. Yep, illegal motion. Set the clock back to 11 seconds, guys. Set the clock to 11. 1-1. So that's going to put the ball back at the 27-yard line. Yeah, we need. Yeah, he's calling for the clock to be set down to set back to 11 seconds.
I don't think the referees are recognizing.
Well, he needs to get the guy on the side here. He can stop the game for that. Yeah, he's got to tell him.
And they stopped the play.
Yeah.
He finally had to listen here.
Yeah, Jesse was right in his ear. He couldn't avoid it.
Reset the clock to 11 seconds.
He tried to do that thing that your aunt does to you and pretend you're not talking, but Jesse's pretty loud and he was pretty adamant, and he was correct. All right.
Now they got one to the field for a short punt and one deep.
We're set up for a return here. And
nice kick.
It's a good kick to the sideline. That's a great job by them, and they're going to tick off. Yeah, Phillipsburg players are mad at number 9 here for downing it. It's what he's taught to do, and I understand it, but they were hoping for a couple more seconds. It's one play either way.
Down distance situation. 3 seconds left. Do you take a knee here or do you take a shot?
Ball's at the 42. Well, keep in mind that, like you said, that pass interference is in play here as well. So, I don't know. I mean, Phillipsburg gets the ball to start the second half. I might at least try a screen or something, see if we can break one, right? Does not look like we're in formation for that, though.
Maybe they'll just run it up the middle here.
I think it's going to be McCulley.
Or maybe you get Fisher off C-gap.
Changing the play at the line here. Players all look over. 16 on the play clock. Lots of time.
I tell you, I hope we come back to it in the second half, but having Cunningham versus a slot there.
We've got an overload on this side, but there's not a lot of room, and he's going to get tackled for no gain, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Your score, 14-7, Bald Eagle area. Great first half of football here. We will keep you on live for the bands at halftime, so stick around and enjoy.
As fog creeps over the horizon, the wind howls through the sails of forgotten ships. A haunting melody beacons from the depths of legend and lore rise the shadows of the Caribbean. The road captains curse treasures and battles that crash across the waves. Brace yourself for an unrelenting surge of sound and spirit as we summon the legend and the immortal echo of the Pirates of the Caribbean. The Black Pearl sails the night, and there's no salvation for the faint of heart. So steady yourself for the night. The veil between the legend and reality begins to fray. As moonlight strikes the deck, shadows awaken and the secrets stir. Our band charts a course through the unknown. The field is ours. Under the sharpest eyes of the seven seas, the director Amanda Wood, band front director Holly Henry, with assistant band front director Peyton Daly, percussion director John Sakovic leads the harmonious chorus. All hail drum majors Lucas Emmy and Layla Westwood. With the pawns in hand and fire in their souls, they lead our crew through beats bold to marches mighty. Follow the rhythm or face the wrath. Band, Penn Hut, hoist the colors. Travel with us down the back road as the Pride of the Valley Marching Band presents our field show, Highways and Harmonies. Selections include Sweet Home Alabama, Take Me Home Country Roads featuring our brass trio Isaac Bolus, Henry Bacon, and Nick Linville, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia featuring our mallet trio Gideon Fry, Cody Geringer, and Miles Warner. Student Commanding Officers Parker Shaw, featured twirlers Haley Bronson. Staff includes instructors Jesse Arnold, Matt Geringer, Jessica Siegel, Corey Siegel, and Greg Steimer. Stanford Advisor is Leslie Pollard, Assistant Director is Max Persson, and Interim Director is Mr. Dennis DeReamer. Drum Majors Abigail McCloskey, Onyx Davison, and Hattie Heverly. Are you ready to travel on the Highway of Harmonies? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Pride of the Valley Bald Eagle Marching Band.
Okay. I'll lead us in here. Welcome back, folks. We're getting ready for the start of the second half here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the warm-up period here. Eagles lead 14-7 over Phillipsburg in what would be considered a mild upset right now.
Fair enough.
Coach Green and I enjoying this first half. A couple of scores for you at half. Got Penns Valley leading Bellefonte 20-14. That would be also more than a mild upset, I think.
Yes.
Johnstown leads Westmont 6-0. Bellwood 20-0 over Tyrone. Penn Cambria 13, Central Cambria 0. Huntington leads Clearfield 14-13. And River Valley 17, Homer City 3. I believe those are all halftime scores, or right in that neighborhood anyway. So Coach Green, first half, started out like a lamb, right? We had 7 drives before really much of anything happened. Bald Eagle moved the ball a little bit. Phillipsburg in turn moved the ball a little bit, but not much happening. Then Bald Eagle fumbled in their own territory, and Phillipsburg took over at their own 44, at our 44, marched it down and scored a touchdown. Pretty much all Johnson. I might have the name wrong. I'm sorry. I wrote all this stuff down and then I read it wrong. See how I am? Chapman on the carry there repeatedly marched it down the field, scored. We were hoping for a reaction, and we got one as Bald Eagle scored on their next 2 drives. And really, the defense might have been the key to shutting down Phillipsburg's offense there at the end of the first half.
Well, one of the other things I really liked about the first half so far is we've been winning the position of field.
Yep.
We've been moving the ball and keeping it on our offensive side of the field, limiting our territory, the amount of plays they had in our half. And I like that about us. Looks like Phillipsburg's getting ready to come out for the second half to receive here. I really like what we've been doing.
Yeah, and part of that, you got to give credit to an odd thing that we don't usually credit in high school football, but the punting game. We're winning the punting game right now, and it's not by a ton. Phillipsburg doing a good job, but it's 10 or 12 yards every exchange, and it's keeping them kind of in their own territory. We had that one kickoff that they recovered at their own 11-yard line, so we've had a couple of drives where they started pretty deep, which is helpful. Obviously, the one drive they started on our side of midfield, they scored on, so we got to try to avoid that in the second half.
And that was the turnover. Like I said in the beginning, we limit those turnovers. We limit the mistakes. We could very easily walk out of here with a win.
Well, that would be nice. Millward with the run-up here for the second half kickoff. Little squibber, and they corral it at about the 42-yard line. A little bit of a dangerous recovery there. So Phillipsburg with good field position to start this second half.
Yeah, covered by Aaron Davis here. And this is where we really got to buckle down to try and keep them on their side of the 50.
So we're going to see what kind of adjustments both teams made at halftime here.
And we're going to see who wins the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Right out front. Because they're going to come out pounding the ball.
Yeah, and our linebackers have done a really nice job. Caleb Iron in there between Nagel and Caden Clark. First handoff to the left, Chapman. He's going to get a couple, and again, Caleb Iron filling that hole. That guy over there is marking him at the 46. He never got there. This guy's a little closer on the spot.
It's a nice little wrinkle that Phillipsburg looks like adjustment they've made. Instead of putting a wing out there, they've slid the tight end out and put the receiver out and put a slot on the inside and have him run inside the slot there.
Okay. A little confusion coming out of the huddle there, but they've got a receiver each way.
Same thing.
Nice penetration there. Who do we have there? Colin Cunningham making the play. That's going to be a loss of 2 on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Loss of 2. Cunningham filling the lane like he's supposed to. That's something that, as linebackers grow in instinct, you see those holes open up and you do your responsibility in filling it. And you sit there, and as you come through, you create your wide vision to see where the ball's coming or who's coming at you. And he made a great play on that.
Yeah, he really did. Split that gap and was in the backfield. It's hard for a big back to make adjustments to that when there's guys at your feet. Cunningham just held on until he got him on the ground, too. So 3rd and 9. That should be a legal motion. You had 2 men moving, but Daniker is on him, and he can't make the tackle. Yeah, the illegal motion penalty is down on the field there. He's got a nice run down to the Bald Eagle 35, but that one is coming back. They had one man go in motion. He wasn't set before the second man went in motion. They snapped the ball on the second motion. And the sad part for Phillipsburg there is I don't think it affected the play one little bit.
No, it's,
Didn't give them any kind of an advantage.
and they give up the first down for a nice, longer third down. And now, the Eagles are able to have to come in with the dime package. Once again, playing the umbrella defense. You want, and I say the safeties are sitting right at the first down marker.
Yeah, I think you're going to see some zone here trying to prevent exactly what we just saw from him getting out of the pocket there. Showed some speed on that run too.
Let's see if we can contain them in this rollout here, because they like to roll out.
That might have been illegal motion too.
There's a screen.
They tried a
middle
screen.
He's there.
They got a lineman 6 yards downfield here that this guy didn't call, but we stopped it short anyway.
Well, he's okay as long as he throws the ball behind the line of scrimmage on the screens.
Was it? I couldn't tell.
Eagles make the stop, 4th
Yeah, either
and 10.
way. Gain of about 4 there on the screen.
So that's a win for the Eagle defense.
And they're going to bring out the punt team. And, one of the things we talked about at halftime, Coach, was, the goal here because of this offense and how dangerous their big tailback is. The goal here is to get up 2 scores and force them into an offense they don't want to run. Boy,
Nice
Clark
punt.
got close again.
At
Oh, he's got a
28.
little room. He's got a little room. He gets to the outside. That's going to be a return of about 12. Maybe a little more. He's up to the 42. Smells like the black and white cats have made an appearance out back.
Even
joys
they've
of
become Eagle fans.
the joys of living in the country. Definitely, Pepe Le Pew has made an appearance. So we're going to take over at our own 42. So Phillipsburg started at their 42. Now we'll start at our 42 and see if we can do a little better. 2 receivers left. Now here's a formation we didn't see much in the first half with Johnson in the slot. I'm guessing, looking at this defense, we're going to bring a man in motion here and overload this left side and try to hit a sweep with Clark, my guess. Or with Fisher. Nope.
Right up the middle.
McCulley up the middle, going to get about 5.
And what you're desiring there, when you pull on the twin set, they like to bump that outside backer over, so that takes away the help inside.
Yeah. They put him down at the 46, gain of 4 for Nick McCulley, who, for his first touch, I believe, his tailback, he fumbled, and then he spent the rest of the half really atoning for that. Kind of ran over them for most of that first half.
Now we're going to overload the far side here. Still at twins near side. Motion.
Still got him flanked on this side, I believe, but it's
To
going to
the
be
middle
McCulley
again.
up the middle again. He gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a gain of 1. Bring up a 3rd and 5 here.
3rd and 5, not a bad down to be in.
Cunningham comes in for Johnson. I think you'll see him in the slot here, and there's a lot of things in play at 3rd and 5 for this offense.
Yeah, you keep the defense honest at 3rd and 5. You can go either way. You can pass the ball, you can run the ball, and you keep them on their heels.
Eagles break that little muddle huddle with about 20 left on the play clock. Lots of time here.
Twins far side, Cunningham in the slot.
Fisher in the shotgun. Sends Cunningham in motion. There's the snap. Fisher's going to keep it. He's going to need some help, but he does not get it. He gets hit hard.
Yeah, somebody forgot to tell him, hey, you don't want to be jumping up as a runner.
Those are big linebackers. I believe you're going to see the punt team. I think they're trying to get about 3 or 4 there and consider going for it, but we're going to call it no gain.
So it looks like we get a 3 and out by both sides here. We'll try and change the field position here.
Boy, hard count here might be effective. Hard counts in high school usually throw your own team off sides, but good snap. They almost got to another one. It's going to bounce in front of the returner and take a roll. This is a nice roll.
Nice eagle roll.
Down inside the 15. They're trying to wave it forward. That's down at the 14-yard line.
So that's a good change of field position there.
Exactly what we talked about.
I mean, they're starting just inside the 45 of the first possession. Now we have them inside the 15, the second possession.
You trade punts and you gain 28 yards on that exchange.
Let's see if our defense can come up big here with another 3 and out. And ultimately, you want a turnover.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, Phillipsburg can still run their standard offense, obviously.
They come out in the Twins far side.
You got Chapman back there. He's going to take the handoff. Got a little room up the middle. He's going to go for about 5. Looked like it might be more, but linebackers filled there. I'm going to put him down at the 24.
And they're rolling at
the 19.
They're rolling that outside tight end, coming around, helping them out in that trap.
Yeah, and I think the absence of Law here really does limit some of the things they wanted to do, and I don't know if they've got an athlete anywhere that can compare, so they're trying to find themselves a little bit here in this second half. Another handoff to Chapman. It's pretty much been vanilla. He's going to get about 3, going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Let's see if we can have that bend, don't break attitude with this 3rd and 2 here.
Yeah, it's a short 2. It's really, might be closer to 1, but see if we can get some penetration here on defense. You know, we've been sticking with that standard base defense, 4 down linemen here. Chapman again. He gets hit in the backfield. He might not have it. He's lost about a half a yard. That's a great stop. And getting up off the bottom of the pile is the man who likes to hit people. Mr. Gage Gardner. He's having a heck of a game so far. He's making the plays when he needs to, and now he's coming off the field, but he's not happy about it. So that's a loss of 1. And that puts Phillipsburg in punt formation here. See if we can gain any yard. They're trying to hard count and get a offside. Oh, bad snap. It's going to roll back to the end zone. Let's see if Hawk Leitzel can get there. They throw it. Make a tackle. All right, nice job. That's going to be a completion for a loss of a yard and a turnover on downs. And good job. Again, that's on the tackle. Was that Caleb Iron on the tackle? 7, I believe. Getting old. I can't see the numbers as well as I used to.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
So
yeah, the Eagles going to take over 1st and 10 on their
21-yard line.
21-yard line.
I am circling that turnover on downs in my notebook here. That's a big play.
Huge play. Short field, early in the quarter. You're up by 1 score. You get the opportunity. We're already within field goal range. We can either punch this in or
yeah, I don't think Jesse's thinking about a field goal right now. I think he'd like to punch this one in. Again, he's got Cunningham in the slot there, and he does have what appears to be a linebacker on him. He goes in motion. Nobody goes with him.
Up the
little
middle,
move by Fisher. Going to get about 2. Down to, he's inside the 19.
Second and 8.
Yeah, we'll call it 2 on the play. Eagles are taking their time here.
And that's okay. Yeah, that you want to take your time, call the right plays, get the kids in the right position, make sure your athletes are the ones with the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, with a little bit of inexperience here, quarterback position, better to snap this ball with 8 or 9 seconds left on the play clock than to try and rush it in no huddle. Cunningham to the inside. He's got some space over there. He's going. Oh, he's got one man to beat. Oh, he might have been dragged down by the face mask there. He's down at the 1. I believe they're marking him at the 1-yard line. He got swung around in a circle there. He's keeping his cool right now. He was explaining it to the referee, but he wasn't complaining. So he's going to come off after that nice run. Gain of 13. I'm sorry, 18.
And like I said, a great opportunity to punch it in here. Go up by 2 scores.
You'll see that jumbo package, and I think you're going to see probably Fisher keep the first one. Phillipsburg's defense not exactly raring to go here, so Yep, there's your first one. He's going to try and get in. I think he's in this time. Going to be hard to keep him out when his whole body's laying in there. Thank you. Man, that guy is the slowest touchdown caller of all time.
So your Eagles score.
The only part that was out was Grady's ankles. So, well, that's how you want to start the second half here.
Absolutely.
And exactly what we talked about. You got to get up 2 scores and try to get them out of their offense. Now, 4:20 left in the third. They certainly can run their base offense still, but they need to move the ball, and
you put the pressure on them.
Our defense has done a good job of slowing that down.
And you're taking them to a point to where now they have to do the things that they haven't practiced as much, or the things they aren't as good.
Boy, you know what? Great job by Nagel there. That wasn't the best snap. I was looking for a number on the snapper, and he rolled it back there. Luke Mattis has done a great job. That one took a couple of hops, and like a shortstop, Nagel fielded that, set it perfect. Millward punches it through. And give Millward credit, too. That sometimes messes with your cadence and your run-up, and he just followed through. He trusted Nagel to get it down and tacked on the one. 21-7 is your score. Your Eagles lead with 4:20 remaining in the third quarter. And I would argue that this might be the biggest series of the game right here, because if you get a stop here, you're going to see some of those heads, you know, the chins wagging on the other side there a little bit. And they got to be getting tired. I mean, their offense is designed to be car crashes.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. You know, you put them in position where they have to throw the ball. They're not used to throwing it, especially without their Law being in their offense. They're shorthanded on that aspect.
And if you tell me that they're going to have to throw the ball here in the second half, Daniker and Haukleitz will have to be just lighting up right now. Got to make this stop. He runs into his own guy, and he's down at the 45. Good return, good field position for Phillipsburg.
So we open up with a shorter field position than what we'd like, but yet, you know, the defense have been answering the call.
So, folks, like to thank our Eagle Ambassador sponsors. We can't run them just yet, but we ran them during halftime a little bit. If you'd like to be an Eagle Ambassador sponsor, reach out to douglas.dyke at beasd.com. .com? I think it's .com. I don't know. It runs on the screen. You'll see it, or you can look it up on the school's website.
Trips on the far side.
Yeah, that's a new formation, and
they're passing.
Yeah, he's going to take off with it, and he gets hit pretty hard there by Colin Cunningham. He got undercut a little bit. Going to gain almost 5. I think they're going to mark him for about a 5-yard gain here.
So a 5-yard gain on a quarterback keeper up the middle, and nobody was open.
He's right at midfield. Give Cunningham credit coming off a receiver there and making that tackle. That's the one thing I'm worried about. I know we can get a pass rush, but I'm not 100% sure we can contain him if we leave some gaps there. He's got some speed.
Well, I'm okay if he's running up the middle. I'm not okay if he gets to the outside.
That's fair.
Pass again.
Boy, and they've got pass rush. Gardner's getting his jersey grabbed from behind. Oh, boy. That was going to be no gain at best, and Cunningham had a chance at it there, but falls safely to the ground. And this is exactly what we talked about. I mean, this is not their offense. I think if you're Phillipsburg, you have to try getting the 5 yards here. If that means running the ball, that means running the ball.
And then we get a big stop there on second down, puts them at 3rd and 5. Our coverage guys get a chance to change the game here.
Johnson comes out, and it looks like Irons coming in. Maybe extra linebacker here. Yeah, they're back in a little bit more of a base offense, and I think you might see them try to get 3 or 4 here, and yep. But we got penetration. Gage Gardner. Nice. Gage Gardner and Daniker in the backfield. 4-yard loss. I mean, were they in the right huddle because they knew what play was coming there? That was impressive.
And that's what happens when you're able to play fast, when you're able to play, with emotion, pumped up, ready to go.
Yeah, great job there. And listen, Gage Gardner having the best game of his season so far for sure. Phillipsburg in punt formation. Heavy rush there again by Clark. Short kick. Got to get out of the way, guys. Got to get out of the way. It takes a bald eagle hop. Going to That's not where the ball was touched, sir. It was at the 35, but they're going to mark it at the 34.
So once again, the Eagles defense come up really big. Nothing gets past midfield. They start off in good field position, just inside the 35 here. Ideally, you want to get it past the 50. So we need at least 2 first downs.
Yeah, and I think that's the name of the game right now is let's just get some first downs. If you can put one on the board here, put another score on the board, or at least run out this third quarter, that really puts a lot of pressure on Phillipsburg.
Twins far side, slot near side.
A little
There's
quick
bubble
throw
screen.
out to Millward. They're going to call the hold. That's probably a good call. Cunningham, his man tried to come inside on him, and he might have hooked him just a little bit. But 2 flags down, so they saw it. It didn't look like he had his hands around the outside, but it's tough when a guy's got his shoulder pad to you to maintain that inside position on him.
It looks like they're going to mark it off from the 35-yard line. That's where they were pointing at one flag.
That's probably right.
Offense, 10 yards from the previous spot.
From the previous spot, they said.
So they're marking it off from the previous spot. Looks like this is my 1st and 20.
Boy, if the home office could give us an update on that Penns Valley Bellefonte score, that'd be great. So we're going to be at the 24 here. I mean, a little screen pass here to try to get a chunk or maybe get to the edge. Oh, a little run up the middle. He's got a little space. Going to get about 5 on the play out to the 29. Fisher's really shown some toughness inside there. You worry about him taking so many hits, but then you remember that 2 weeks ago he was a receiver. So
yeah, I'm not worried about him, his runs as much as his throws.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him continue to progress as a thrower, reading the defense, making the right reads. But as a runner, he's right there where he needs to be.
All right, receiver each way. Cunningham comes in motion right to left. There's a snap. Going to be Fisher to the outside. He cuts up in. Going to get another 4 on that. That's going to bring up 3rd and long here. 3rd and 11. So he gets out to the 33. What do you have for 3rd and 11, Coach?
Well, keep in mind we have those slots that have been open.
I think there's some room to throw it down the seams in the middle of the field there, and we haven't really exploited that much. We did try the one pass to Cowan there.
But we also have the draw, the quarterback draw. That's been
true.
Working for us. And once again, we're up by 2 scores. You want to keep it safe. You want a good play that,
I don't like this. We're rushing to the line. 5 seconds left on the play clock. I'm not sure we got set before we went in motion. They did get the snap off. They're going to run it to McCullough. Yeah, it's going to be an illegal motion, but I think it'll be declined here. As we only got about 6 on that play. Going to bring up a 4th and 5. Let's see what the Phillipsburg coaches decide to do. No, they're sending him back. Okay. I mean, be nice to hurt him here for making that choice. You had a 4th and 5. It was almost certainly going to be a punt.
5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Illegal motion, 5-yard penalty, so that takes away that run that we just had. Now we put ourselves in a position where we have to open up the offense and do a little throwing.
Well, I'm not 100% sure because with 21-7 lead, I think no mistakes is probably more important than getting this first down. But we're in 3rd and 16 here. We'll see what they choose to do. It might be McCullough again. Now we've got a flag. That's got to be an offsides, right?
Well, that's
the time that
by
came
the
out.
judge there. You never
Oh,
know.
I'm sorry. They have 12 men on the field. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Nope, 11. What is this flag? Illegal formation?
That would come from one of the sides.
Offense.
False start.
5-yard penalty.
Going backwards right now.
Now is where we're making
right,
those
boys.
mental mistakes.
Got to focus here. 43 seconds. I mean, the only good thing is it is taking time off the clock, but not enough. So I think you're going to see Fisher keep this.
Yeah, let's call a play early.
Get
a
what we
run
can.
and punt it away.
Correction, illegal shift. Penalty is declined, 4th down.
Well, now they declined the penalty, but now we lost track of where the ball was. That's not where it was. I'm very confused there, but we're going to mark it at the 28, and the Bald Eagle punt team will come on the field. 34 remaining in the third quarter, 21-7. Your Eagles lead. Good snap. Good kick. Better protection this time. Little short, going to go out of bounds. That's going to be in Bald Eagle territory.
Let's see where they mark it.
I don't
here.
think these guys, I'm not sure they know how to mark it. Should
walking
be about the,
right at the 50.
there is no way. There is
He's
no
gonna
way it
mark
went
it
that
at the
far.
50.
Yeah, that's where it landed, but it's got to be at like their R44. That is,
Well, don't kick a gift horse in the mouth.
I don't know where we're going here. This doesn't make any sense, but I'm equal opportunity when it comes to complaining about officials. I don't agree with that spot, but it's probably 6 yards further downfield than it should have been, and we'll take it. All right, so PO takes over right at midfield. And again, you got 12 minutes, 12
Come
minutes
out in
plus.
run formation.
I think they've got time to run their regular offense here, but they need to move. They can't. I don't know if you can go 3 yards of play and win this. We got a cramp there. I believe that is McCaslin down on the field. Yep, he's grabbing at that calf. I'm hoping they grab this and start pushing on the toe. Yep, that's what we got. Okay. That's the best possible scenario there when a lineman's down grabbing the back of his leg. We got about 4 on that first run. And you got the sponsors running. Very nice. Terry, Judy, Mike, and Tracy Dorman. I know we haven't made any announcements yet on the number 31, but I do want to express our appreciation for the Dorman family for all these years of letting a special athlete wear number 31. All right, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, email douglas.dyke@beasd.net. I apologize. Everybody who sent it to .com, go ahead and recall that. Better yet, just text Doug at 814-280-0250 and let him know what a terrible job Trevor's doing and what a great job Coach Green is doing. I'm okay with it. I really am.
So as we take time to stretch out here, and I'm glad that we're getting that extra.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned now because they've stopped pushing on the toe, and I don't know, they still pushing on the toe? Okay, good, good. I thought for a second they were rubbing like under that kneecap there, which is not what I wanted to see, but.
Well, we're able to. I mean, we've still got some good guys up front that we could depend on.
It's
And
possible.
Coach Nagel's coaching them up, showing them what telling them what he sees, and he's able to get a hold of the iPads there, watch a little bit of film.
Maybe Colton McCaslin understands that linemen don't get their numbers called much or their names called much. He's just taking advantage of his time on camera. Good young athlete there.
Absolutely.
Colton's a junior, listed at 5'10", 240. He is sturdy. There's definitely some weight room time in that body. All right. They come off the side of the field here with the excellent training staff here at Bald Eagle. And Phillipsburg lines up from R46. Hand off again to Chapman, and he's going nowhere. He gets maybe a yard there, and Caleb Iron comes up off the bottom of that pile. Hosbandman on the play, and also Caden Clark. And really, with a back that size, that's what you need to say. You need to say 3 names every time there's a tackle on the play.
Yeah.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Your score is 21-7, Bald Eagle area. Heading to the fourth, we're going to have a 3rd and 5 for Phillipsburg.
And that's what you want to hear out of your defense. I mean, you want your linemen to do the yeoman's work on establishing the line of scrimmage, moving the line of scrimmage negatively.
Chewing up blocks.
Your backers, you want them to flow and feel And then you want your secondary, obviously, to play pass first. But then as they recognize it's a run, come up, fill in for any cutbacks or anything going to the outside that gives them the opportunity to come up and force it up. They've been doing a great job this afternoon with doing just that. And I can imagine probably halfway through the fourth quarter, if things hold true to the way we've been playing, you'll get to see the, as Keith would say, the Monday night Marauders come in and get a little bit of playing time.
So Bellefonte and Penns Valley are tied at 20. Bellwood leads Tyrone 26-7. Penn Cambria 22. Central Cambria 0. 29-0 now. Quarterback rolls out. Hauk Leitzel's in his face there. Got to make a tackle. We've got him hemmed in, and he's going to be sacked.
Yeah,
it's a loss of 2, and that's Colin Cunningham. Don't know how many sacks he has in his career, but that's going on the stat sheet. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 6, and now if you're Phillipsburg, you got to start asking the question.
They're huddling up like they're going for it on 4th down here.
Yeah, this is really a big play. I think it's a tough call if you're Phillipsburg. You're in a little bit of a bad position here. You got to make a decision, and play clock is ticking down under 15. And they're still in that muddle huddle. So
one of their backs for a receiver.
6 on the play clock.
And they're going double twins. Motion near side. Quarterback back to pass. Pressure
That's
gets
a hold
on him.
for sure, but it's not going to be an. Oh, what a catch! Hosband climbs the ladder. Surely that boy plays basketball because he was above the rim on that play. High points it. makes the interception at the 26-yard line. Now, some people would say, well, that's as good as a punt. But let's be honest. Look at his sideline right now. It's not as good as a punt. That's way better than a punt.
And what an athlete. I mean, he's been doing a great job at basketball. Does a great job here tonight. And like you said, climbing the ladder, grabbing the ball at the high point. They tried to force that pass in, and that's what you want out of your defense.
You know, and just a few weeks ago, he was being put in the back of an ambulance at Penn Cambria, and we were all up there taking a deep inhale, and that's the exhale right there. Great play. McCauley up the middle. Oh, boy. He is literally one ankle tackle from going 70.
And once again, great play, but you got to give Phillipsburg credit.
Yep.
That safety has come up and made that play time and time again tonight.
But not before he gains 7. 2nd and 3 here. Take your time, boys. I know we're on the line of scrimmage, but let's take our time. I mean, get a couple first downs, chew up some clock. That's the name of the game here.
They're getting set here.
Millward split out to the right. Johnson in the slot. Look like Hauk Leitzel on this side at those tight end position, or H-back. Johnson in motion this way into the slot. And all that window dressing for McCauley up the middle. You're going to get about a yard on that one.
And I'm okay with that run. I'm okay with that run.
Well, and you showed a lot of motion and a lot of movement in an interesting formation. You got to think that there's something else off of that.
Well, as a coach, you want to run those motions just to see how the defense is going to react, which sets you up for other plays coming down the road.
Yeah, and he got 2 yards. They mark him at the 35, so you got a 3rd and 1 here. I don't think it's going to be too fancy. I think you're going to see either Fisher or McCauley again here. You know, that's got to be a pretty tired defensive line for Phillipsburg. They've been doing a lot of work here.
Same
McCauley,
play.
they've got him hemmed in, though. Nice play by Phillipsburg defense. No gain on the play.
And they had linebacker blitz on that play. He came right through. So we get a 4th and it looks like 2.
Actually lost 1 there, so he's at the 34. I'm hearing blank screen on huddle. Yep, we are having some technical difficulties. Hopefully you can hear us, folks.
We're having camera problems here.
Interesting. Can we, I don't know if Mr. Dyke is listening, but if you could, we could use some help up here. Might have to end the stream and restart. Punt is away. If you can still hear us, it's played over over the shoulder and a little block in the back there, but he's got a little room here. This is dangerous. Oh, good job up there by, is that Clark again? Nope, that is the punter making the tackle, Fisher, out at the 48-yard line. Are we back?
Sorry about that, folks. Sounds like we were having a connection problem with the camera, and it's fixed now. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's a nice punt, low punt. He was able to catch it.
Yep, okay. Stream is back. Good job, Coach. That's why I have you. Because you know more about everything than me, so works out perfect.
Yeah.
So Phillipsburg's going to take over to their own 48-yard line after that nice punt return.
And they're looking to run the ball here.
9 minutes left. They need to run it fast. There's a run of about 4. And, again, that swarming Eagles defense there. 3 or 4 bodies hitting him.
And notice our guys up front, we're starting to see some hands on the hips, a little bit of heavy breathing here. But for the most part, both sides are like that. We're getting the job done up front, establishing the line of scrimmage, linebackers being able to field, putting them in position where they have to throw.
And they're in a 3-receiver set, man in motion. Oh,
Goes
my.
straight back,
Screen
here's the
set
screen.
up. Oh, that's a hold right here. Caleb Iron got held, and they called it. That's a great call over here.
Great
He
job.
got spun around in a circle. Another contribution from Caleb Iron. Listen, very proud of Caleb.
Yes,
He's
very
done a
proud.
great job tonight on defense. I don't know if Cunningham's asking to come out or if he's saying he may have been held too, but definitely a hold on that play. And it was a key spot. It affected the play pretty significantly. Iron played that really well. He was in position to make that stop for about no gain.
Nice
Just got
read.
spun around the circle.
Nice read from your linebacker. Drop back into coverage, see the play develop, come up, force to make a play, and able to get that hold on.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 15. They have no idea where they're spotting this ball. Oh, my. It must have been downfield. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. That puts the ball at Phillipsburg's own 36, or 46, sorry. So we're going to have 2nd and 12 here.
And they sub out one of their receivers for one of the backs back in. So now they're going back to that big back package that they have here.
2 receivers out this way, though, and our defensive backs have done a great job of covering this, but they're going up the middle again. Chapman, when they run all these receivers out and spread the field, and when we still stop them for like a 5-yard gain on that play, that's about all you can ask for there. Well done by the defense. He's down at the Bald Eagle 49, gain of 4 on that play.
3rd and long, they bring in an extra receiver here this time. So you end up with tight end trips near side, single receiver far side. There's a bubble screen.
Almost tipped.
23 catches it.
He's not going to have a first down oh my. Boy.
Yeah, they're gonna tackle him, right?
So two things on that play. First of all, Hosband is flying around like a crazy person. He flew in and made that initial hit. And then when you're 7 yards downfield as a receiver, you don't really expect the next guy there to be Big Gage Gardner landing on top of you. Again, that's an uncomfortable feeling to see 58 coming when you're down there.
And it's normal to see that. That's a coaching thing where you see your linemen coming downfield when plays behind them. Hustling, making the plays, making the tackles.
4th and 2 here, Coach. Play of the game right here.
Run up
They're
the
going to
middle.
run it again, and that is close. The guy on the far side has it marked as a first down, but he is
near side does not.
Yeah, he was way further downfield. Now this guy might be making the adjustment, but
we'll see who they.
They're looking at the guy on the other side of the field. Well, first of all, where they spotted the ball, is it even a first down? I'm not so sure.
Looks like the referee called it 1st and 10.
It was at the 44, and it was a full 2 yards. We're almost at the 42, and that's automatic. It's a first down without a measurement. So I don't know. It was very close. Very close.
Still ticking.
Yep, that's the biggest thing. 6:39 remaining in the game.
Here's a pass again. They're covered.
Oh, he double pumped. Oh, and he almost threw it right to Hauklatzel. He tried to change his mind the last second after that Ben Roethlisberger pump fake.
Great coverage by the secondary of the Eagles. Coach Nagel has done a good job with them over the years, coaching them up, putting them into positions right where they need to be, teaching them technique. You can't ask for any more out of your defense here.
Well, and you got to give our defensive backs some credit here. Bauman came in with a tremendous completion percentage, and it has not been great today. He's struggled to find open spots, and really those little flare passes or sideline patterns are the only thing that he's really made work so far. Man comes in motion, backs out of it. Daneker's going to put pressure. He's got a man, but Cunningham, it hits him on the helmet and falls to the turf. Wow. And he made no contact before that, which was tremendous. It's very hard to do, but it hit Cunningham in the back of the helmet. Great recovery speed there.
More importantly, that they had one of their big backs as a receiver. They tried to sneak him out of the backfield on that, and he comes up limping.
Yeah, 44 is going to need to take a play here, I think. No, he's staying in. Now they're running somebody in. 44 goes out, 45 comes in. So it's 3rd and 10 here, and Phillipsburg really needs to get a first down here to keep this drive going. 6:22 left in the game. 21-7 Bald Eagle area.
So you have the Eagles in a bend, don't break moment.
Receiver each way. And again, there's pretty heavy pressure. It's going to be completed, but only for about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Yeah, that was Passel wasn't sure he really wanted to make, but
yeah, I don't think he was looking for that. But again, our defensive backs are just blanket covering these receivers. And I think the most dangerous play here is probably if they run a bunch of guys deep, the quarterback scrambling out.
Yeah, as long as our ends have contained. Like I said before, I'm okay with him running up the middle because our backers can fill.
Yeah.
But I'm not okay with him running to the outside because now you put him in the open field position.
Okay, you got 3 receivers here. Watch for Blake Haukleitzel coming off that edge over there.
Motion into trips.
They cut Haukleitzel. Daneker gets a piece of nice pass. That one's completed down to the 27-yard line.
So it's going to be
Clock's
1st and 10
still running.
PO.
Gain of 13 on 4th and 8. That's a big play. Big play by the Mounties. Those windows have just not been open so far, so good job finding that one. Clearfield leads Huntington 21-14.
It's been one of the few passes he's been able to complete downfield beyond 7 yards tonight. And he tries it again.
They're in pass mode now. He's going to complete that one for about 5.
And they're hustling.
Yeah, Clark on the coverage there. Maybe 4. Spot him at the 23. You know, in this drive, I mean, it's effective, but it's taken a lot of time. They're down under 5 minutes here.
Down 2 scores.
There's the snap.
He's going deep again.
We got a defensive back there. Good job.
Good job by Cunningham on the coverage.
Cunningham makes a nice play, and again, you had Hosbin coming over, and he was in a position to make the play as well. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6, and obviously 4-down territory here. We're still in that nickel package here.
4:41 left on the clock here in the quarter.
I think Gage Gardner looks like he's about ready to make a play. Let's see. We've only been rushing 4, but we've been getting some pressure.
I just hope
Got single coverage over here.
They stay in their lanes.
Oh, nice hit.
Break up.
Jars the ball free. That's Millward on the coverage. Actually a good pass.
It's good coverage there, good defense. He was able to come up with the inside arm, bat the ball through. That's a technique coverage there.
Yeah, quarterback put it right on him, and he caught it in his hands, but Millward was just a little better knocking it away. So now we've got 4th and 6. They need to get to the 17. 4:35 remaining in the game. Clock is stopped.
You want to tighten up the coverage just a hair, but you don't want to go too tight. Motion into trips. Here comes the pressure.
Oh, there's the pressure.
Down the middle.
Did he catch that? That's a great catch. Wow. And listen,
Caught it.
you got to give him credit because Hosman put it on him there. I mean,
Yeah, it's great.
he leveled a
placement
hit
with
on
the
him
ball.
there.
Good catch.
Wow. Down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 21. Clock starts ticking. This might be a run play here.
Yeah, they're coming in with the
Oh,
big package
we're running
here.
a lineman on very late here. He gets in position. No, he cannot make the stop, and they're going to go in for the touchdown. Tighten this one up. Chapman takes it in pretty much untouched there. We tried to run a defensive lineman on late and just didn't get in position in time.
21-13.
Important extra point here. 4-13. PO has all their timeouts.
Snap,
Kick is up and good. So 7-point game here.
I mean, and that was a long, sustaining drive that PO had. That several misfires there, a couple penalties, and we'll see what happens here. Like I said, looks like our linemen are just starting to feel the
Wear down a little bit.
The game.
Yeah, that's fair. So, Coach, do you go with the hands team here, or do you expect them to kick it deep with 4:13 remaining?
Phillipsburg, as they've been practicing.
They've onside kicked it 3 times so far. So
yeah, I go with the
change,
hands
right?
team here.
Why change?
And even that, when you go with your hands team, and the way you teach that is, not only do you want your hands teams ready for the ball, but if they happen to kick it deep, you want to block that up.
Yeah.
You want to block it up front.
He had a nice return on the last one, so that.
I mean, you got back there. He's got good speed. He's shifty, so he's able to make 1 or 2 guys miss an open field, and it should put you in good, decent field position. But yeah, you're expecting this onside kick here.
Bellefonte leads Penns Valley 27-20. Clearfield over Huntington 21-14. So expect the onside kick. I mean, a big return here would be huge, but the biggest thing is you need 2 first downs.
Yeah, we've got our guys set up, waiting for the onside here.
Yeah, need to recover this and get 2 first downs. Let's see if they do the little fake run up again.
10 guys inside the 40 here. There's
I don't know if that's actually legal. Nice
covered.
job. I don't even know if that's legal. I think you're only allowed to have so many guys inside the hashes, but
42 on the coverage here.
very
Really
nice work.
Good.
That's Cowan.
James
Tight end.
Cowan, yes.
Yep, so that's going to give us the ball at midfield here.
And it sets you up perfectly for your run game. You've only got 4:13 left on the clock. All you're concerned now is running the ball, running the clock, getting the first down.
So I would anticipate run blitz here up the middle since we've been kind of gashing them.
And
with
that's
McCauley.
why you like where we've been running the ball, C-gap, just inside or outside the tackle. Let your back make those decisions.
You might see Fisher try an edge here.
And we see those backers walked up.
We're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, those backers were walked up. They were coming, 44-42. But, hey, they're like I said, they're limping. They're doing their best to.
That's a smart timeout right there. I think try and kind of get them set and anticipating what's coming next. Now that you've seen what the defense is looking to do. And again, we're down to cases here. You need 2 first downs at least to kind of salt this one away. Phillipsburg has all 3 timeouts, so they're not in a bad position. But
sitting at the 50, you've pretty much established your plan on their side of the field. Worst case scenario, 3 and out. You're punting it deep. Good coverage. Best case scenario, you're punching it in for another score.
Boy, and how big was that score right before halftime now, looking back?
Huge score.
Millward right, Hosman left. McCauley beside
Look like
Fisher
they're
in
coming
the
off the
backfield.
edge here.
McCauley takes it up the middle. No gain on the play.
And looks like PO calls timeout.
You got one-on-ones on both sides, so it's a matter of how much you trust Grady Fisher here, I think. But you could pop a big one here if you get one out to one of your receivers. And speaking of receivers, Colin Cunningham puts his helmet on and checks into the game.
make sure you want to get you guys hydrated. Let them know, what you're doing. Coaching your linemen up. Tell them, hey, expect the blitz.
Yep.
Who's going to pick up the blitz? Who do you have, especially in the formation? They've been playing with 4-down linemen. Who's going to pick up the A-gap blitz? Because you definitely don't want anything coming through the middle.
This is one of those situations where if you pick it up just right and you call the right play and run it the right place, you can pop one for 50 here. But
well, that's where you're hoping they crowd the line of scrimmage. Everybody's inside, 8 yards within the line of scrimmage, and you could possibly pop one here.
I don't know that you'll see us throw the ball, though. I think we're trying to chew up timeouts. If you're going to throw it, this is the down to do it. Oh, that was dangerous. Cunningham gathers that one on the lateral and going to lose about half a yard here. And Phillipsburg's going to call another timeout.
So it makes it 3rd and long.
3rd and 10, a little over 10. And again, I think if you've gone vanilla on these first 2 plays, which that may not be considered vanilla there, a little bit dangerous, but I think using up their last timeout might be important. And with 4 minutes to go and what we've seen from Phillipsburg's offense, I don't know. I mean, that might be the right play, but it would be nice to break one here and get the first down. I mean, a first down here chews up. I mean, it takes you down a minute and a half left in the game at minimum with 3 more downs.
And the coaches they're chatting it up, talking with the guys upstairs on the headsets, calling the right play that they wanted.
Yeah, you got.
Looks like we come out double slot here.
I think you're going to see McCulley again, probably. Maybe. They're
Motion.
looking to throw it.
There's a screen that went awry.
That's
he
okay.
Gets the break.
He broke 2 tackles, and wow. He
That's
gained
a
about
smart
6 yards on that play, and they're going to call their last timeout.
Very, very smart play from Fisher. That was the screen that they had set up. It wasn't open. He decided to tuck and run. Very smart play. I can't give him enough credit. You don't want to throw it away to stop the clock, but yet get what you can get. Now you're 4th and about 4, 5.
Yeah, so here's the question. 4th and 4, inside Mountie territory at the 44-yard line. What's your call here? Are you selling out and trying to win it right here, or are you going to punt it, knowing that your punt game has been very good today? Likely to put them in negative territory, or what's your thought?
Knowing Coach Nagel like I know him, you're going to run the ball here.
Okay.
You're going to put the ball in play. Your defense have done a great job. You're going to convey that confidence within your offense.
That looks like the punt team on the offensive line there. Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah, it looks like he is going to punt the ball.
It is. And they don't have anybody back deep, which means, we might be missing some players. Yeah, we only have 10 on the field. Hauk Leitzel checks in late here. 16 on the play clock. There's still time here. We can't have both Hauk Leitzel and Daniker. There we go. We'll take one of them. Oh, and that's the long snapper. All right. Good snap, good hold here. Now they have a man back deep. He gets it out of there.
Good punt.
He's going to try to
Back to
return
the
this.
9.
Can't let him get outside. Oh, nice
we got
job
it
by
covered.
Johnson.
He gets away.
Oh, Daniker. Look at Daniker. The long snapper flies down the field, makes that play. The 19-yard line. I think that was the smart play, Coach, honestly.
Yes.
If PO can go 80 yards in 3:36, then you tip your cap and you go to overtime. But I think you got to give your defense a shot here.
They've been answering the call all game.
Actually, they marked that to the 13-yard line. So
either way, they've got to go.
It's a very long field.
They've got to go the distance. They're down by a touchdown.
And they have not shown a quick strike offense so far.
One pass beyond the 7-yard mark that they've been consistent with.
Just can't let anybody get behind you. That's the whole thing.
There's a trips guy out in the flats.
Oh, it's picked off. Caleb Iron with the play of the day.
Once
Listen,
again,
tip your cap to that young man. He could have absolutely hung his head after last week.
and like I said at pregame, you have all the confidence in the world in him. He's been a player. And it just shows. It shows.
I feel so good for him right now.
It shows.
What a play. That's a great play by a senior captain, a guy that you count on, a guy that you sent back out on defense. He played great today. He climbs the ladder, picks off that pass, and
heck of a kid.
The punt was the right move.
Great confidence, but more importantly, great character.
Absolutely, and he just showed it right there for sure. So we're in a tight formation. This is going to be a lot of Grady Fisher up the middle with no timeouts left for Phillipsburg. Gains about 3:20 left in the game. They haven't started the play clock yet. I mean, I was going to say the game clock was ticking, but the play clock wasn't. That's good for us. Not complaining, but. So we took over at the 18. That's a gain of 3 on first down. I'm not sure why they're looking at the sideline other than for him to tell you wait till there's 5 seconds left on the play clock and then do the same thing.
Well, the coaches are helping them out.
Yep.
Getting them down to probably about the 15-second mark before they actually call a play.
You feel bad for a Phillipsburg team that came in a little shorthanded, with one of their big athletes out, but what a great win for Bald Eagle. And I mean, Clark with another 4 yards on that carry, gets down to the 11. Clark, listen to me. Fisher.
Third.
Moth just landed on my glasses. I don't know what that's about. So we're going to have a 3rd and 3 here, and we're getting on the ball, but we need to just stand and relax for about 12 more seconds. 20 on the play clock.
And they have the heavy package in. You know it's coming.
Grady knows what's going on. Look at him. He's hands on hips. He's not interested in the snap just yet. He's not even going to get him down in formation until there's 5. There he snaps it, and it's down to the
going to be close to a first
9-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short. I think this is to me a pretty obvious call here. You just do the same thing and see if they can stop it.
Yard and a half.
Minute 44, and the clock is running. Play clock has not started yet, so we're going to be down under a minute here. Personally, I'm running this thing down. They haven't started the play clock yet, and I don't know why. What's going on? Boy, Phillipsburg sideline's not happy, and I agree. Clearfield 27, Huntington 21, Richland 33, Forest Hills 7. Wow.
Looks like the Eagles are actually going to call timeout.
Yeah,
here.
we're going to wait until there's like 1 on the play clock. That's what I was just going to say. Use that last, well, we have 2 left, I guess. Use 1, run this down to about 50 seconds on the clock, and then try to end this with, a 2-yard run or, okay,
They were keeping the play clock
Oh,
on
I was going to say, yeah,
the
they
field.
started about 10 seconds late, so
Yeah.
I guess they were telling them. 1:02 left when we call that second timeout. So PO is out of timeouts. Bald Eagle has 1 remaining. 21-14 Eagles. 4th and 1 on the PO 10-yard line.
Yeah, just keep in mind that especially coming from the officials, they always keep the official time there with the back judge and the side judge.
Yeah, they did a good job there because I was watching it before the play clock started saying, hey, something's not kosher. Bellwood 26, Tyrone 7, final.
Bellwood producing tonight.
I would consider that kind of an upset, but you got to wonder, that was a very rough, hard-hitting game last week, and you got to wonder if Tyrone's just a little banged up after that.
So it looks like we're going to put.
We're going to kick a field goal to Salt as well. I don't know. I don't know if I love this.
Well, you put yourself up 2 scores.
Well, what's more likely for you not to get a yard or for you to have a field goal blocked?
A little bit of pad stats here.
Our special teams have been spotless. Let's. He's offsides. That's a first down.
Go.
I think he missed it though. Oh, did he make it?
He made it, but
They didn't make a call,
offsides.
so it doesn't matter. It's a dead ball apparently.
At 5 yards.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Game's over. Offense has gone back on the field. Take that penalty. That'll march it down to about the 4.5-yard line.
He gets a first down, 2 knees, and we're out.
Offside, defense. The total play is your first down.
And listen again, you're that end for Phillipsburg. You're in a bad position. You don't if you don't block this. You've seen him kick. You kind of have to come in there hard And Bald Eagle delayed that snap and just couldn't quite hold his water there. But that's a shame because that young man has played a whale of a game over here too.
And as we look back in retrospect here, you find that the Eagles did the things that they needed to do. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They made the plays when they were needed to be made.
Yep, that's exactly right. And, we didn't score as much as maybe we wanted to, but, it's hard to argue with the result here tonight. It's all about getting wins right now and keeping your playoff hopes alive.
This is a quality win for us, especially the way PO's been rolling with other teams.
Yeah, and PO's going to be fine.
They're going to be fine.
Okay, so, Coach, we had the ball at the 9-yard line. There was an offside penalty, and the ball's at the 6. Somebody's got to explain it to me. I wasn't a math major, but I was okay at it, and I don't think that's half the distance to the goal, but that doesn't matter because the last 10 seconds are going to tick off the clock here, and your Eagles are going to celebrate their second win of the season. That was a team win right there. Team win.
It was a team win. They did the things that they needed to do to win the game. They came out. They showed character. They showed poise. Fisher had a great game. Cunningham, a good game. Hosman came up big defensively. Irons came up big defensively. They did the little things that they needed to do. We overcame the one turnover.
Yep.
This
Played
is
a cleaner game.
Quality
Definitely
team
a
win.
cleaner game this week. I like the adjustments I saw early in the first half from our coaching staff, and at halftime the adjustments were exactly what you wanted. Now, we didn't go back to that Grady Fisher around the end or off tackle play again, but it served its purpose in the second half, loosened up the middle of that defense.
We didn't need it. We didn't use it.
Yep.
And once again, you can't pat those guys on the back enough for a good quality win, good spirits. It puts them in position to go back, into practice Monday, look at film, see what's going on, correct the little things, and continue rolling.
Should be a very upbeat practice this week, I would think. Pulling up our schedule here, you may know it off the top of your head, but I believe we have Bellefonte next week at Bellefonte.
Yes, that's Bellefonte's next week. I'm pretty sure they're going to be a little salty.
Yeah, they're stinging a little bit now. That they're leading that game with Penns Valley, but that's way tighter than I think they would have expected it to be. But they always play us very tough.
Yes.
Obviously, it's the big rivalry game, has been for 50 years, and probably will be for another 50.
Absolutely. Big rivalry game. Hats off to PO. They played a heck of a game. Just turnovers were.
Yeah, the 2 interceptions were the story.
That's the story there.
Two tremendous interceptions, both
and
great
like we
plays.
said at the outset, we got to win the turnover game.
Yep.
We had to win the possession, and we have to win the field of play. We did all. Yep. We did all of those.
And this is the best kind of win because it was a win, but it wasn't perfect. And you have things you can still look at on film and work on, but it was much cleaner than what we've seen so far. So
it's progress.
Things are looking up, and go into Bellefonte next week and get another big win, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, we appreciate you joining us today. Going to run some sponsors here to kind of see us out, but if you'd like to sponsor any sports or any events at Bald Eagle area as part of the Eagle Ambassadors, you can email douglas.dyke@beasd.org.
.net.
.net. Orgnet. Edu. I don't know. We email Denmark a lot. It works. It's .dk. .net. I'm never going to get it right. Just text him. You guys all have his number, I'm sure. Text him, complain about me. Ernie did a great job, though. Really appreciate you filling in. Hope your boy's feeling better. Get well, because, I really do enjoy my Keith time.
Well, I'm sure hoping you'll be back next week. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to do this. Thank you to the Eagle Ambassadors and the supporters. Greatly appreciate it.
All right. So your final score, Bald Eagle area, 21. Phillipsburg, 14. We'll see you next week, folks.